Hello everybody, this is SaharaDrac sclegacy.com, and I am broadcasting a game today between IdrA, aka IdrA, playing the Zerg on, what map is this? Oh, right, Kulas Ravine, and a Terran player named drewbie, and it's guessing from the conversation, it appears that they are, this appears to be some sort of BattleNet name, since they don't, this match doesn't seem to be prearranged. Never heard of drewbie. Kind of sounds familiar, but I don't know. Also, a little bit of news today. I just got today a nice, fat 1 terabyte external hard drive, and I am now testing fraps on the recording to the external hard drive, and I have my graphics on high, and it's on widescreen, and the frame rate is just beautiful. As you can see, it appears that the terabyte hard drive is solving many of my problems. So thank you to everyone who recommended that, and it appears to be doing the trick so far. I'm very pleased. Makes me all tingly in the nut area. So, and here's IdrA bitching about something, and drewbie. Basically, you can tell drewbie is not the biggest fan of IdrA just from the connotations of the conversation. But just going to fast forward this a little bit. There goes a spawning pool on 14. Probably going to be a hatch going down anytime now. Looks like no, he's opting for some one-base action first. And uh-oh, did I speak too soon about my... there it goes. Over here in Terran's base, we've got factory going down on 19, so both very economically based builds, which is directly correlated to them scouting each other and not seeing any immediate threat, and the map being Kulas Ravine and all that. So there's the expansion going down for IdrA and Queen's up. So just going to continue to fast forward a little bit. Creep tumor goes down, and so far looking like standard IdrA play with heavy drone usage, and I just heard a Hellion. Looks like it didn't get a whole lot done. Sorry about that. It's fast forwarding, but yeah, when your strength lies in your mechanics and stuff like IdrA does, Zerg is a natural fit, as is this heavy droning style. So, yeah, 2 Marines going to slowly shoot this wall down. Looks like both players opted for a fairly early expansion. Pretty normal for Zerg. A little earlier than, a little bit more economy than army than a Terran would normally have, but yeah, just amassing Hellions here. So let's keep an eye on these guys, see what they get up to. I like checking the tower. Always good to check the tower before you move anywhere else. Gives you a much better scope of exactly what you want to do. So yeah, and then he decides, I'm going to use these Hellions to smooth out the ground between our bases rather than do anything with them. But they are sitting there like champs. And here we go. There we go. He was waiting for the Infernal Pre-Igniter upgrade. For those of you who don't know, a Hellion with the Infernal Pre-Igniter is a sight to behold. Just absolutely eats up Zerglings and drones. Yeah, Infernal Pre-Igniter is a very good upgrade, but not so great against Queens. Let's see how many drone kills he ends up with here. There's 1. I mean, in this session, 2. Mutalisk is up. 3. Sorry, I'm going to speed this up. Looks like 4, 5, about 5. Mutalisk, 1 Mutalisk up for IdrA. There's the, actually 5 Mutalisks up for IdrA, excuse me. Turrets going down here. So I don't think those Mutalisks are going to get a whole hell of a lot done. So right now I would give the advantage in this game to the Terran drewbie. Mutalisks are going to bust these Hellions. Yeah, these Hellions are not going to be as effective as the last ones. Not even close. And here's the Mutalisk harass, trying to focus down the turret. Does succeed before the repair can ruin IdrA's day. So good micro there from IdrA. Actually, I'd like to take another look at that. 1 more back. See how close he gets this. There's 2 of them shooting here. Micros his way away from this guy. And yeah, before the Terran can react, he takes that turret down, and now he gets free shots at the refinery. So good work there by IdrA. Thor is up. non-collector's edition Thor for drewbie. Yeah, what a noob. So, if you could have got a shot off there, those guys were really clumped together. That would have been a big, heavy shot. Getting Marines and Thors looks like, yeah, just worrying about Mutalisks for now, which can't say I blame them, because Mutalisks, if left unchecked, will win you the game every time. As a matter of fact, before this game, I tried a 2 barracks, 1 factory fast Thor. Like I made 1 Thor and pushed with like 3 Marauders and like 8 Marines and a Thor with repairs. And Terran makes a Thor, so the Mutalisks can't win the game anymore. So IdrA decides, yay for Terran. They're clearly imbalanced because he made a 300 mineral, 200 food unit that's tier 3 to stop his Mutalisks. I mean, what an asshole. But anyways, the Thor push, I came in, killed a Spire, killed all his queens, and then the Mutalisk popped just in time, and I just wasn't ready. So yeah, Mutalisk can win you the game instantly if the Terran is not prepared. Unfortunately, this Terran is not imbalanced. He was just prepared and scouted. So let's keep an eye on these guys while we fast forward a little bit, because this game is pretty long. And just biding his time here, I guess. Maybe waiting for an upgrade or something. Probably not. Just playing passively, being careful. And morphing some banelings up here. Looks like he is going to move in here, see what he can do. Maybe. No. He's just going to inch his way and then not do it. Could totally, nail. You could kill that Thor so easily. But, yeah. Rather than kill the Thor, he just wants to bitch about the Thor, so that's fine. Speedling, Baneling. What else we got going on in IdrA's base? Third expansion's up. Queen's very good macro, obviously. Very good with his base management and all that. Progressing the creep nicely towards the Terran base. You can, yeah, just going to take down an Overlord here and then take the gold expansion for his drewbie, and Edge is going to use that opportunity to move in here. Hopefully focuses down this Thor. Yeah, there you go. That wasn't so hard, was it? And there's another Thor for you to kill. Nice spread. Make sure he didn't just A-move that Thor so they all moved in a big lump over there, taking the minimum damage. You know what, I think he could probably just take out this too. I don't know. Now that there's a third Thor there, probably not. But still. Good work there from IdrA, taking out some very expensive units at very little loss. So, and yeah, just building this stuff up still. That's going to be pretty painful come push time. So, I love this terabyte hard drive. It's just like I have everything on high, and the 3D portraits are on. It's in widescreen, and it's not just chugging, trying to write to the drive. So taking down another Thor. Yeah, and this is definitely what a lot of players would call a critical mass of Mutalisks. It's really hard for even the quote-unquote counter to Mutalisks to take out that many with just a couple Thors. So Zerglings are going to come in and pester the Thors. Oh, nice clumped shots on the Mutalisks. That is less than ideal for IdrA. He did not want that to happen there. Oof. Took out a ton of Mutalisks there. 9 kills on that Thor. Most of that Mutalisk, I think. There were a few Zergling kills in there too, but the other Thor with a bunch of kills died too. So, yeah. What do we got going on? This is established and turned into a planetary fortress, and Zerglings, Banelings are going to roll in here, and yeah, it takes out a big chunk of Banelings. Siege tanks are going to get pretty decent shots off, but not enough. Zerg definitely came ahead in that battle, and there's just something about Banelings rolling that it's just so stressful. Even if you have siege tanks and you know the Banelings aren't going to be a big deal, when you see them coming, you're just like, oh my god, like you turn into this wombat of rabid fury, and just everything is so oh my god, am I about to die? Like, you're never really sure you're not going to die when banelings are involved, because all it takes is one little mistake, you know? So Terran getting his 4th established looks like IdrA's doing similar things, and just continuing to, let's see what they're producing. 7 Ultralisks on the way for IdrA. Probably a good call, considering Ultralisks friggin' devastate Terrans. Unless they have a ton of Marauders. Level 3 infantry weapons coming up for the Terran, as well as level 2 vehicles, so that's pretty cool. And just a tank, and yeah, apparently he saw the Ultralisk cavern, or he saw the Ultralisk, because he's starting Marauder production. Tanks, if protected, also are pretty good against Ultralisks. But did he have the... Yeah, he has the +2 upgrade for the Ultralisk armor finished, so that's a really, really good upgrade. And, you know, I think Ultralisks pushing with Queens could be really powerful. I just feel very strongly that transfusion on Ultralisk could be serious business, you know. But I haven't really seen anyone doing that, because I guess probably just because Queens are so slow, and he probably actually might be doing that, like if he was able to get the creep up here, but the Terran did take out a few creep tumors, so. And I am getting whispered by the lovely Lord of Ascension in the middle of a cast. He didn't know. He didn't know any better. And let's see here. That is a lot of Ultralisks, fellas. That's 12 Ultralisks, and I don't care who you are or what your army looks like. 12 Ultralisks doesn't mess around. Let's back this up so we can see this fight start. A lot of Marines, a lot of Marauders, 2 tanks and 2 Thors with some medevacs. I'm actually going to take the Ultralisks in this fight for sure, because 12 Ultralisks is just... That is just no laughing matter, man. That, yeah, just devastated that Terran army, even with the pretty solid chunk of Marauders and with the medevacs healing. I mean, just... That's a big number. That is a big number of Ultralisks. Right now he's attacking what looks like 7. Lots of bunkers. I don't think bunkers are too great against Ultralisks, but they did manage to hold off. And yeah, this is such a joke. Why doesn't my tier 3 unit just insta-win? Cry more. You know, typical stuff. You're actually... You're actually the worst player I've ever seen. Somehow I feel that's probably not true. But it is hilarious. So yeah, I'm going to take down these rocks. I didn't know this kind of chat was going to happen in this game, but if it continues, I think this is going to be one of my favorite games to cast ever. So, IdrA, not satisfied with destroying his opponent's entire army, wanted the win immediately because he feels that's his reward for making an Ultralisk. Quite disappointed with the fact that his Terran opponent does have a maxed 3/3 army and has 5 bases, you know. Doesn't feel that he should get any credit for that. So yeah, infestors. I'm going to throw down the fungal growth. Nice fungal growth there by those infestors. Oops, I'm slow it down. Sorry. And just this was just actually poor planning by IdrA. He does manage to just end the push, but he really should have gathered all his Ultralisks rather than letting the first 4 die. I guess the fungal growth did buy him some good time, though, so he does manage to save his hive. And over here in the production tab, 8 more Ultralisks and 2 infestors coming. Actually, a transition to a re-transition back into a lot of Mutalisks or Broodlords would actually be pretty good right now. But IdrA is committing to these Ultralisks, even though our 4-basing friend is building the exact army to counter that. But Ultralisks are strong enough that it might not matter, especially with the help of the infestors. But yeah, here comes 2 Thors, a bunch of Marauders, some Marines, and the 250mm strike cannon upgrade, which is the ultimate Ultralisk killer. If you have the